And then the other thing, I said counsel for the opposition, for the defense, has got the right to cross-examine all these witnesses which the court intends calling. And the accused themselves also have the right to call extra witnesses, if it is justifiable, to contradict the witnesses I'm calling, if it is necessary. Yes, want to say something?
I just wanted to understand one thing.
Yeah.
I do understand the suggestion by the court, but I want to understand where does it leaves us with the application made by the state to cross-examine Gwabeni.
No, it's still there. But I can't.
I mean,
no, it's still there. That evidence is still there. It stands.
I mean in terms of the ruling by the court.
Yeah, no, it stands. It's like I found, for instance, that those 2 or 3 or 4 confessions were admissible. I haven't given you reasons, have I?
Yes.
Yeah, same thing. That's why I say I can't rule now without listening to this evidence. Can't.
Okay, I understand.
Okay, and it's not me saying that, it's the law. I say even shonjalo, umthetho shonjalo. And if you think about it, Gininda is a senior policeman. Senior policeman is a general. What is he? A brigadier.
Brigadier.
And then here he goes, and I'm advisedly saying that because it was said by Mr. Gwabeni. He allowed Mr. Gwabeni to be assaulted, even at night. And even allowed Gwabeni to be assaulted when he allegedly was explaining in the office of the prosecutors. He says somebody slapped him. I can't leave that evidence. Decide this case where the truth is.
When somebody shows you who they are, you better believe it the first time. No matter what, no matter if they are ghost executioners in the courtroom, whether the court is a crime scene, as long as the name Gininda, as long as the name Gininda is involved, trust and believe, my Lord will find a way. It's like Moses when he parted the water and then they could walk through the river. The sea. My Lord, advocate, judge, rather, has set aside the prove it ruling. No, forget about proving the statement. He wants to hear from the accused. They have a right of reply. Gininda, Mahola for the tea, and everybody else that Gwabeni's names was dropping must come to court. And the judge says he has a right to call a witness at any given time. He's not wrong, okay? I'm not arguing that. I'm just saying, wow, must be nice. Woo! Must be nice to be Brigadier Wangani Nicholas Gininda, an officer of the court. It doesn't matter what you say, Gininda, it did. My Lord will never believe it. Never. There's no way Gininda drove to Absalom Zungu on a weekend. No, not Absalom Zungu. There's no way Gininda drove with Moses Sibia to KZN on a weekend. There is no way. That's not possible. What about his family and his children? When my Lord said Monday, Gininda must come to court, I said, sir, wait, we're not mentally prepared for that voice. You cannot do this to us. Let me let you listen to the rest of what my Lord says. He's quite passionate. Cameraman, you failed the nation again. We would have loved to see Baloyi'S face. I'm sure he was beaming. I'm sure he was smiling. I'm sure his forehead was shining like, whoo! Dodged a bullet with this one. It's giving, don't touch Gininda, ever. That's what it's giving. Let's continue listening on.
Okay, that's the reason.
So, my Lord, when does the court intend to call these witnesses?
Hello?
When does the court intend to call these witnesses?
No, Monday.
Monday.
We are here. Monday. You said we must adjourn at about what? 1 o'clock?
11-ish today, my lord.
11 if you see.
If it's
What's the
possible.
time now? So we can start with Gininda. If we can start with 2 witnesses, 2 a day. Yeah, fine, no problem. And Mr. Baloyi, please subpoena them. It's not like, you see, it's important that you subpoena them so that this case, if it goes to any other court, they can see the subpoenas. Unlike saying to you, call Brigadier Gininda because he's what is he? An investigating office. No, he must be subpoenaed. He's subpoenaed as a witness. Okay, please.
We'll read out the subpoenas. We'll read out the subpoenas
please.
when we adjourn.
Yeah, yeah, no problem.
Today's the last day of term. I'm sitting through this.
Yeah, by the way, it's the last term of the term now. What do you...
It's the last term of the term. My lord sounds so confused today. It's the last day of the recess, says Ashley in his signature move to come and tell the judge, his responsibilities as a court registrar. It's ironic because my video earlier today, I said, what exactly are the responsibilities of a court registrar? I think ChatGPT should help us with that answer. But here's the thing. Snitches get stitches. Oh, no. We're not threatening, okay? We're not threatening a court official. But wow. My lord said Monday, and then there we go. He backtracked right away. He made a ruling. He said Monday. A judge cannot backtrack their own ruling. They can't. An appeal must be done in a separate court to unsay what he said. That's why Ramasipili on Monday said, you said he must prove it. And now Baloyi is like, no, but then I want to ventilate. And then my lord changed his mind. A judge cannot change their mind once they've made a ruling. But, of course, this is the SENZO MEYIWA trial, okay? This is not the Mzansi Commission. This is the SENZO MEYIWA trial. At the Mzansi over there, the lawyers for SENZO Mchunu arrived late and they found out, okay? They found out! Not at Mzansi Commission. You do not play like that. But never mind. Over here at the SENZO MEYIWA trial, of course, it started late. We don't know what was happening before. SABC was just struggling with the sound and the audio and the visual. So I literally don't know what my lord ruled. Quite frankly, I'm going to do my research later. But this is just a quick reaction. So basically, my lord is calling witnesses, one of them being Gininda, of course. How could he leave him out? And everybody else that Gwabini mentioned. And it's supposed to happen on Monday for the whole week, but the judge retracted from that. He ran away from his own idea. Let's continue listening on because I promise you it gets worse. I promise you. Here goes.
My colleagues have indicated that they are available.
I don't know.
Next week.
I don't want to force people to work during their holidays. You want to work, Mr. Jonas? Otherwise, it's next year. But at least we know what we're going to start doing next year.
Yes, but
if you guys agree, I don't know. If you agree, I don't know.
we'll hear from my colleagues, but they've indicated that they're available next week.
Is it? Yeah, so 100. So next term, when
The next term starts on the
Which date?
19th. I think.
19th?
Yes, of January.
Yeah, we can start next year if you want to. If I'm still alive. Yeah, I mean.
Yes, it's 19th January.
Yeah. Remember, Mr. Nisi once said, when we were trying to arrange for the trial,
Inspection in
the
law.
inspection in law school, remember? And then Gininda kept on saying, no, you know what? We need to get the police organized, which must get armored cars and blah, blah.
Oh, yes, yeah.
And he said, no, man, why can't we just go out and then have the inspection in local? South Africa is not a banana republic. You remember?
Yes.
Now I can tell him South Africa is a banana republic.
Only South Africa. Terrible things are happening in South Africa. The leadership is doing some terrible things, horrible things. So
They want to kill a judge. They want to kill a sitting judge. You know, even in America, you know how America is violent. They have never killed a judge. In South Africa, the last judge they killed was Justice Cooper. Have you heard about that? You weren't there. You were not
No,
born.
no, no.
1967. I remember because I was still playing for Pirates.
Yeah, I was already born.
Oh, you're born. Oh, sorry. Yeah, but Justice Cooper, he was handling a case of the Beta gang. There was a gangsters, Beta gang, blah, blah, blah. He was sitting in his sitting room, reading. And somebody came, pumped bullets into him, and he died. And that crime was never solved. They called Scotland Yard, they called the FBI. It was just unfortunate.
Sure.
At least the other guy they killed, but he was an academic, Rick Turner, you remember?
Yes,
In
yes.
Natal. But
Yes.
we know he was killed by so-called apartheid police. But with Justice Cooper, nobody ever found out.
Sure.
One judge in 100 years. This Supreme Court started in 1887 in the old Transvaal Republic. Only one judge has been killed. Maybe I'll join him.
Only one judge has ever, a sitting judge that is, been taken out for their responsibilities. Is that his conscience talking? Is my Lord fearing for his life? But he's heavily protected. Why should he worry? Why would he say, if I am still alive? And don't forget, he said not his face. Not his face. But anyway, with that said, let me know your thoughts on, to me it feels like it was quite an informal sitting. It just didn't feel like it was court in session. Or maybe it's because when you go to the Madlanga Commission, things are quite straightforward, loud, the audio is audioing. Yeah, I'm just going to end this video here. You know what? I'm not going to make it subscribers only to comment. You can join the fun over here, okay? Let me tell you a fun story. I have Facebook, right? And I have a post that I posted, and it's a picture of Baloyi, and I just wrote the text, prove it. And then there's a person who always comments on my videos. Clearly their team state. I don't have a problem with that. I have a problem with the tone that they use. So they just wrote some gibberish. And I do not delete, okay? I do not delete. They wrote some gibberish. I happened to see it this morning. I was like, wait, what? You've got 51 replies. Damn, you're a hard worker. I love this for us. I will never, ever, ever block you. If you can get 51 replies, oh, you're king of the show. You are king in the comment streets. So guess what? I'm opening up the comments just for this video, okay? I want to hear what everybody has to say with regards to Judge Ratta, him being the next one on the hit list of sitting judges. And what else did he talk about? His ruling, non-ruling, Monday. Yeah, let's open up the floodgates. Let's talk about it in the comment section down below. With that said, I'm going to end this video here. Thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. To my subscribers, to my channel members, you're the real MVPs. Thank you so much. Absolutely love you. This is not goodbye, because we're definitely going to continue our uploads regardless that court is in session. Is no longer in session, that is. So I hope you guys will continue to support the channel. Let's get into the next video. Bye.